If you are hearing me clearly and understand what I'm saying, I would say you are particularly ordinary. Why? Because we are talking in English, the language of the common people, royalty, and revolutionaries alike, spoken by billions of people over many centuries. And you may be asking, so what? What's so special about it? You said it yourself that it is so widespread, so ingrained into the public consciousness that it is unimportant or even unworthy of a regular conversation. Unless it is some linguistics professor lecturing it to me, I don't give a damn, I don't care. And what I'm trying to communicate to you here is that this this discussion, this conversation, this dialogue, this argument wouldn't have happened without a unified language, without a lingua franca, a crucial part of our daily life, not only as an individual but also as a collective society. It is safe to say there is a consensus that our social life would not work as well or even at all if not for language. One of the most crucial components of civilization, that is dialectics and dialogue, wouldn't have started if it was not for language. For example, myself, my name is Nur Iqbal and I'm from Indonesia. I, if I want to, I can start a conversation with someone from the outer fringes of Alaska, or the deserts of Timbuktu, or the most remote jungles of Burma, for as long as I want, as complicated as I want, and with whoever I want. It's complete anarchy, it's a complete sandbox. Language, we must shape it ourselves. And as long as they are speaking the same language as me and articulate it so we can understand each other, we can exchange stories, myths, legends, experiences, many more. We can exchange our distinct culture with one another. And everything I have said until this point, that may sound obvious to us now in the 21st century. And to be frank, I think, we have taken language for granted now. We have this presumption that language, as we know it, came as naturally as the falling leaves in the autumn season or the cold snow covering the ground during winter. But this cannot be further than the truth. The history and evolution of language is complicated and branches into many other academic disciplines. Its development is intertwined with the biology, the socio-economic condition, and the psychology of its speakers. And its capabilities as a tool of organizing small communities to large industrial economies that is so diverse, so different from one another, is just no small feat. It is especially incredible. No other tool that the human race has invented can organize people as efficiently as language, particularly the English language nowadays during the era of globalization. It is precisely this that it is called one of the catalysts of human civilization and culture. From this little explanation I have gave you, I hope you understand the importance of language in not only organizing small local communities but also different cultures abroad. But I have heard and read from many people, from accomplished academics to political demagogues, from esteemed members of royalty to just the common farmer, the common folk, say that this tradition of the spoken and written language, at least in its formal form, as the main tool of communication, has been dying rapidly, or at least dwindling in some more urban and developed areas. Many say that this is because of the dwindling interest in public dialogue caused by either simply ignorance or disinterest, or even political silencing from external forces. And others say that this is because of the rapid improvement in technology, making normal human interactions seem obsolete. But the point from these two examples is that the innate desire, our innate want to exercise language is, I would say, dwindling, at least in public spaces, much less than that of our innate need to exercise language as a way to fulfill and express our needs. And I think it is precisely this paradigm that we must strive for more accessible ways to exercise language in the public eye. And this goal, one simple goal, I say, can be achieved through the simplification of language. What does this mean? What does simplification of language mean? This means the revitalization of language as a simple yet effective tool. Rather than just a descriptor of the material world, we must route language of its performative aspects and be bare with the language we use. We must be naked. We must be nude with the language we use. But I must expand this point. We must not make it meaningless. We must have meaning in it. But we must bring soul back to language with a fervent and fiery spirit. We must train our linguistic skills so we can interact more with the world and to understand more that we can, to feel, making us better people, better humans. Thank you very much for listening. Good morning, good evening, and good night.